and now it is time to talk about Syria. The recent months of war and tragedy in the region may have overshadowed the decade-long civil war in Syria and the humanitarian crisis, but it came back to the spotlight recently after the European Union nations spoke about it and designated a conference in Brussels to discuss future of Syria and the refugees. We tell you more in this report.
Syria is crumbling, but its fate overshadowed. The aftershocks of a decade-long civil war still persist. The region continues to remain unstable, with sporadic strikes and crossfires. Many factions within Syria are still fighting Bashar al-Assad's regime. While the Syrian president has been welcomed back into the diplomatic fold, global leaders remain divided over Assad's grasp on power and a grave humanitarian crisis in the West Asian country. The European Union held a crucial conference on Syria. Its aim to ensure that the crisis-ridden nation and its neighbors are not forgotten by the international community. Following a meet in Brussels, the European Union has pledged over 2.2 billion euros for the year 2024 and 2025. The aid will provide assistance to Syrians inside Syria and the thousands who fled to the neighboring countries of Turkey, Lebanon, Jordan and Iraq. For nations who took in thousands fleeing Syrians, the burden is beginning to take a toll. And the aid comes at a crucial time for the refugees. Human rights groups at the Brussels conference highlighted the importance of the funds going into the right hands. Their concern comes amid crackdown on Syrian refugees in several countries, especially Lebanon. Syrians in Lebanon are facing a crisis of their own. Authorities are now searching their homes and forcibly deporting those who entered the country illegally. The refugees are also facing an increasing sense of alienation amongst locals. Employers have been urged to stop hiring Syrians for menial jobs. Municipalities have issued new curfews and even evicted a few Syrian tenants.
The intelligence camp came at 5 a.m. They entered respectfully. They did not hurt anyone. If you came in legally, they did not talk to you. If your residency ran out, they did not talk to you. They only took the ones who came in illegally. They took these men and put them on the side and took them to Ebla. From Ebla, they deported them immediately. They gave them to the Syrian army.
Lebanon remains home to the largest refugee population per capita in the world. The country hosts roughly 1.5 million Syrians. But 13 years after giving a new lease of life to refugees, Lebanon is struggling to cope with an economic meltdown. With life and livelihood for Lebanese nationals at risk and a simmering war on its borders, locals and political classes are beginning to agree on one thing: Syrians must be sent home.
This money that the European Union is sending, let them send to Syria. These 1 billion euros that are coming, send them to Syria with love. See the crimes that are taking place. They are threatening me and threatening you and everyone.
The rising sentiment against Syrian refugees has left many in Lebanon looking for an answer to a complicated question. How do thousands return to their war-ravaged country until it is safe again?